Good afternoon, everyone. I am here in Shittown, USA on this beautiful day in Shittown, USA to talk about WrestleMania 40, Day 1. I have here my show notes. And cranberry ginger ale. Sign me up. First match of WrestleMania Saturday was Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley, and my thoughts on it were that it was just okay, and it was never a match. It should have been just okay. It should have stood the test of time. It should have broken the seal, so to speak. But Becky Lynch was sick, so the commentators said, and I feel like that was pretty clear in her performance, which wasn't bad. I'm a huge fan of both Becky and Rhea, so I'm not really going to have much negative criticism here. Rhea's entrance was awesome, and ultimately, I think the match was just okay. Should have been better. Could have been better, and should have been better. The six-pack ladder match is going to do great things for comic relief. I think it's a great idea to have both of those two teams as champion, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, and the Awesome Truth on the other side. Truth with the hot tag just killed me. The way the whole match broke apart. He's just over on the apron, reaching his hand out to the Miz, trying to tag him in. It was just perfect. The LWO versus Dominic Santos. I might piss a couple people off with this, but I thought it was pretty good. I'm both a fan of the LWO and Dominic Mysterio. I don't really care for Santos at all, but honestly, I thought that it was a pretty good match. The springboards outside the rings and Zelina's moonsault was pretty sweet. I was not a huge fan of the football player bit. I get that they're in Philadelphia. I get that the Super Bowl champions. Is it because his sister-in-law is Taylor Swift? Like, I don't... I'm not one for that kind of thing. Non-wrestlers jumping into wrestling matches from the crowd. That's just... I think that pulls the curtain back a little too much. I'm not sure if that's the right phrase, but you know what I mean. You probably don't. Maybe you do. I am really good at this. Oh my god. This is terrible. Okay. You think this is bad? Wait for part 2. Uso versus Uso. It was one of the most disappointing matches I have ever seen in my entire life. I've been a wrestling fan since I was about 10, and I'm 30-something, so that's quite a statement. The Lil Wayne entrance thing with Jay was cool. It's just me, Oos. Day 1, it was just me, Oos. I thought that was cool. Aside from that, it was a lackluster, not a lackluster, although it did lack a whole lot of luster. It was a lackluster super kick exhibition. Like, that's what I got out of it. It's certainly disappointing. the yeet and no yeet, like punch and punch back thing was kind of cool. I could get with that. Yeah, ultimately, what I thought was going to be one of my more favorite matches was just not. Yeah. What do we got here? Don't mind me while I change, folks. The 6-woman tag match. Magoo. Okay. Okay. Now that I got my bearings, the 6-woman tag match, going into it was unimaginably important wrestling match for me. Is myself, like probably a lot of wrestling fans, I fall in and out of it because it's subject to stupidity. Things can get really stupid, and if you've been a WWE fan for as long as I have, you know I'm right. Things can get dumb, for lack of a better word, cheesy, very little class. I don't know what exactly I'm looking for here, but when I was in that span of not being interested in wrestling all that much, I saw a Instagram reel of Lita, my all-time favorite wrestler, bashing a steel cage door into Bayley's head. Now, that was enough to re-spark my interest in wrestling, because I had noticed that Lita was back. The WrestleMania 39 tag match with Lita, Becky, and Trish versus Damage Control, that was a big deal for me. That was a big deal for me. Damage Control became a big deal for me. Because, as I said, Lita's my all-time favorite wrestler, and to know that they were working together, kind of paving the way for the new kids, was, so it seemed to me, was a huge deal. So, I became really invested in the Damage Control stuff, the Damage Control things, and I was pretty hyped for this match. I saw a meme. This meme is not my work. That said, Dakota Kai single-handedly caused an increase in the sales of lotion. If you get my gist there. I thought that they all looked fantastic, and I do think that meme is hilarious. They looked fantastic as far as like appearance, and their costumes were on point. The in-ring action was on point. It was just a little bit short for my liking, and that's probably biased. That's heavily biased because, as I said, the damage control stuff got me back into wrestling. So I had heavy expectations going into it, and I can't say that they were met. But I will have different things to say in part 2 about Damage Control, I assure you. Going on down here to topic F, we have an unlit cigarette. Sami Zayn versus your former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of the world, the Wing Yanawal, Gunther. The Wing Yanawal. Gunther is like the master of the full open-handed slap, like the chop, and the fans go woo, old Ric Flair thing, and like that. That man must have a serious slap. Is all I can say. Congratulations to Sami Zayn. I thought it was good, not great, and that very well could be because I don't remember much of it. I might just need to go and rewatch it. By all means, argue with me if I'm wrong about that. I thought that it was good, not great. Definitely open to a rewatch of any of this. If please, by all means, argue with me. The main event tag team match. The American douchebag and Seth Rollins. I'm sorry, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns and The Rock. I could say this for probably every match Seth Rollins is ever in, but whatever the hell he was wearing is quite a costume. I thought the match, I get that the WWE is generally supposed to be unrealistic, but it seemed almost like a game that you and your boys would, a match that you and your boys would put together in a wrestling game, 2K, for example. And you just turn the finisher bars up to maximum, and you just have some kind of finisher fest. I thought it was good. I liked how they dispersed through the arena and beat the shit out of each other. It's been a long time since I've seen the People's Elbow actually finish somebody. I could be totally wrong about that, actually. But yeah, that's actually all I got, guys. So, let me know what you thought. Like, subscribe, follow me, all that shit, all that good stuff. Hopefully I will have part 2 out here in about a day or two. This only took 15 minutes less. I was hoping for more than that, but it be that way sometimes. Everybody, have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And don't work too hard. And be good.
Later.